This person loves you but has a serious problem with your appearance. Listen to what God says. Chosen one, listen carefully, because this message did not find you by accident, and you must not skip a single second of what I am about to reveal to you now, because heaven has located you precisely in this moment. You have felt it, haven't you, that strange tension in your spirit, that quiet discomfort when someone looks at you with affection in their eyes but judgment hidden in their heart, and I say to you now, my beloved, I see it clearly, even if you tried to ignore it. This person claims love, speaks tenderness, offers closeness, yet deep within them is a serious struggle with how you look, how you present yourself, how God formed you, and this has been wounding you more than you admit. Tell me honestly, have you felt smaller around someone who says they care about you? Don't skip this, because what I am about to expose is not meant to shame you, but to free you. There is urgency in the spirit right now, because if you misunderstand this season, you may accept a burden I never assigned to you. Listen carefully, my child, this discomfort you feel is not imagination, it is discernment awakening. You have noticed subtle comments, quiet comparisons, long pauses, glances that linger too long, and your spirit has asked questions your mouth never spoke. Have you noticed this tension growing recently, even though nothing obvious has been said? This is where the mystery deepens, because this person's struggle is not truly about your appearance, it is about their own insecurity, their unresolved wounds, and their fear of what your light reveals about them. You must hear this, chosen one, because the enemy often hides condemnation behind affection, hoping you will confuse love with tolerance. Fear may be rising in you right now as you listen, fear of losing connection, fear of being alone, fear of being too much or not enough, but I interrupt that fear with divine protection, because I, the Lord, formed you intentionally, and I did not make a mistake when I shaped you as you are. Do you believe that God does not create flaws, only purposes? Listen carefully, because here comes the reassurance you've been longing for. You are not required to shrink, adjust, or erase parts of yourself to be loved correctly. I am calling you by your chosen identity right now, not by the opinions of someone still at war with themselves. Don't skip this moment, because hope is rising even as tension trembles, and destiny is closer than you think. This situation is not meant to break you, but to awaken you, to sharpen your discernment before a greater door opens. You are being prepared, my beloved, for a connection, a calling, and a future where your presence will be celebrated, not evaluated. Tell me, do you feel a quiet strength returning as you hear this truth? But listen, do not relax yet, because there is more you must understand. This person's love is real in feeling, but fractured in capacity, and if you are not careful, you may start believing their struggle is your responsibility. This is a divine interruption right now, a warning wrapped in mercy, because I am about to reveal why this dynamic appeared in your life at this exact time, and what decision lies ahead that will change everything. The next truth I release will expose what is really coming, and what happens next will shock you. Because this encounter was not random, and you must hear this without distraction, my child, because heaven is leaning in closer now. Listen carefully, because the reason this person entered your life with affection mixed with discomfort is tied to a deeper pattern God is breaking in you right now. You have spent seasons proving your worth, explaining your heart, adjusting your tone, your appearance, your presence, hoping love would finally feel safe, and this situation is exposing that cycle so it can end forever. Don't skip this, because what I am about to say will feel unsettling before it feels freeing. This person's issue with your appearance is not a surface flaw, it is a mirror revealing how they relate to control, comparison, and image, and if you stay unaware, you risk internalizing a judgment that was never meant to become your identity. Tell me honestly, have you ever caught yourself changing small things about how you look or act just to keep someone comfortable? Listen, because urgency is rising again, and this is a spiritual alert. The enemy's strategy is subtle here, not to reject you outright, but to slowly teach you that love requires self-editing. Fear may be tightening in your chest right now, fear that setting boundaries will cost you affection, but I interrupt that fear with truth. Anything that demands you diminish yourself is not aligned with divine love. You must hear this, chosen one, because protection is being released over your heart even as this message reaches you. I see the tears you never explained, the moments you questioned your beauty, your value, your enoughness, and I say to you now, my beloved, you are not too different, too visible, too unique, or too intense, you are simply too truthful for someone still hiding. Have you felt that strange pull between wanting to stay and knowing something isn't right? This is the rising mystery, the tension between comfort and calling, because what feels familiar is being challenged by what is faithful. Don't skip this moment, because reassurance is flowing now. I am not asking you to abandon love, I am teaching you to recognize it. Love does not study you to fix you. Love covers, honors, and protects what I created. Hope is being restored in you right now, even if it feels fragile, because I am reminding you of who you are before anyone ever commented on how you look. You are chosen, set apart, and marked with divine intention, and your appearance is part of your assignment, not an obstacle to it. Tell me, do you feel a quiet resistance rising against old lies you once believed? Listen carefully, because here comes the hook you must not miss. This situation is about to force a decision that will either elevate you into freedom or pull you back into self-doubt, and heaven is watching how you respond. I am preparing you for a future connection, purpose, and blessing that requires confidence rooted in truth, not validation borrowed from fragile hearts. Don't skip this, because the next revelation will uncover what this person is about to do, and how it will reveal everything, and the truth I haven't revealed yet will change everything. Because what is coming next will expose intentions that words could never confess, and you must stay alert right now, my child, because the atmosphere around you is shifting. Listen carefully, because this person is approaching a moment where their inner conflict can no longer stay hidden, and how they respond will tell you more than every affectionate promise they have ever made. Don't skip this, because heaven is warning you before the turning point arrives. You may soon notice sharper comments disguised as jokes, sudden distance followed by intense closeness, or an unspoken pressure for you to improve without them ever naming what that really means, and this is not accidental, it is the fruit of a battle they are losing within themselves. Tell me honestly, have you sensed a change in their tone or energy recently that made your spirit uneasy? This is the rising mystery, because part of you still hopes they will grow, understand, and choose you fully, yet another part of you feels the weight of waiting for something that may never come. Fear might be whispering now, fear of confrontation, fear of being misunderstood, fear of walking away from potential, but I interrupt that fear with divine clarity. You are not called to be someone's lesson at the cost of your own peace. Listen, chosen one, because protection is being activated around your mind right now. I am separating truth from illusion so you can see without emotional fog. This person's struggle with your appearance will soon reach a crossroads, where they either confront their insecurity or attempt to reshape you to avoid facing themselves. Have you noticed how their love feels conditional when their comfort is threatened? Don't skip this, because reassurance is coming even as tension rises. Whatever choice they make, you will not be left uncovered or unloved. I am already ahead of you, preparing the ground beneath your next step. Hope is stirring again, because I am reminding you that being chosen does not mean being tolerated, it means being honored. Your destiny requires a heart that delights in who I made you to be, not one that constantly measures you against their fears. Tell me, do you feel a growing courage to choose truth over attachment? Listen carefully, because here is the next divine interruption. If you stay when I am asking you to see clearly, you risk delaying the blessing that is already moving toward you. This is not punishment, this is precision, because I am aligning you with what can sustain you. Don't skip this moment, because the next thing I reveal will explain why this connection felt intense but unstable, and why something far greater is closer than you think, and everything is about to change. Because instability was never meant to be your resting place, and I need you fully present for what I am releasing now, my beloved. Listen carefully, because this is the moment where many look away, and those who do miss the turning of their story. Don't skip this, because I am about to show you why your spirit has felt both drawn and disturbed at the same time. This connection was permitted to awaken your discernment, not to become your destiny, and the discomfort around your appearance was the signal, not the sentence. You have felt the urge to explain yourself, defend your beauty, justify your uniqueness, and I tell you now, my child, anything that requires you to prove what I already approved is not sent to stay. Tell me honestly, have you felt exhausted trying to be understood by someone who says they love you? Here is the rising mystery, because beneath their struggle is envy mixed with admiration, attraction tangled with intimidation, and that tension has been draining your joy without you realizing it. Fear may try to rise again, fear that walking away means failure or wasted time, but I interrupt that fear with divine reassurance. Nothing revealed was wasted, everything exposed was preparation. Listen, chosen one, because protection is surrounding you right now as truth sharpens. I am cutting cords of self-doubt that formed when you were younger, cords that learned to confuse attention with acceptance. Have you noticed how old insecurities resurface only in certain relationships? Don't skip this, because hope is being rebuilt on a new foundation. You are stepping into a season where your confidence will no longer be borrowed from affirmation, but anchored in identity. I am restoring how you see yourself so no one can negotiate your worth again. Listen carefully, because here comes another divine interruption. This person will soon face a choice to either celebrate your visibility or compete with it, and their response will clarify everything. You will not need to chase clarity, it will come to you. Tell me, do you feel a strange calm growing where anxiety used to live? That calm is alignment, my beloved, and it is preparing you for something better suited to your spirit. Destiny is calling louder now, because the connection meant for you will not question your appearance, it will recognize it as part of the blessing. Don't skip this, because if you remain attentive, you will see doors closing without force and new ones opening without effort. I am teaching you to trust what brings peace, not what creates confusion. Listen, because the next revelation will uncover the hidden shift already happening behind the scenes, and when it surfaces, you will understand why I protected you before you even asked, and what happens next will shock you. Because behind the silence and subtle shifts, I have been rearranging things you could not see, and you must stay with me now, my child, because this is where understanding deepens. Listen carefully, because while you were questioning yourself, heaven was questioning the connection. Don't skip this, because what I reveal now will bring both relief and resolve. The reason this person's struggle with your appearance became more noticeable is because the season of pretending is ending. Masks cannot survive where truth is being amplified, and your light has been doing exactly that. Tell me honestly, have you felt less willing to excuse behavior that once confused you? This is the rising mystery, because as your confidence stabilizes, their discomfort intensifies, and that contrast is intentional. Fear might try to speak again, fear that you are becoming too strong or too independent, but I interrupt that lie with divine affirmation. Growth is not abandonment, it is alignment. Listen, chosen one, because protection is tightening around your emotions right now. I am guarding you from internalizing reactions that were never about you. Their issue was never your face, your body, your style, or your presence. It was the authority you carry without trying. Have you noticed how your authenticity unsettles those who rely on comparison? Don't skip this moment, because reassurance is flowing even as separation begins quietly. You are not losing love, you are outgrowing limitation. Hope is expanding now, because I am showing you that what feels like distance is actually deliverance. I am removing you from environments where you had to monitor yourself to remain accepted. Listen carefully, because here comes another divine interruption. Soon, you will be presented with an opportunity to choose peace over familiarity, and how quickly you recognize it will determine how smoothly you transition. Tell me, do you feel a readiness to release what no longer feels safe to your spirit? Destiny is pressing closer now, because the connection prepared for you will not study your appearance for flaws, it will thank me for the way you were formed. Don't skip this, because your obedience in this moment is unlocking timing you cannot yet see. I am accelerating what was delayed by doubt. Listen, my beloved, because the final truth is approaching, and when I reveal what replaces what you are leaving behind, you will understand why this had to end the way it did, and the next thing I say will reveal the miracle already moving toward you, and everything is about to change. Because what is moving toward you now carries no confusion, no quiet criticism, and no hidden conditions, and you must listen with your whole heart, my child, because this is the completion of what I began revealing. Don't skip this, because this is where clarity seals your freedom. The reason I allowed you to see this person's struggle was not to harden you, but to heal you, to teach you how love feels when it is safe, steady, and honoring. Listen carefully, chosen one, because what replaces what you are leaving will not question your appearance, it will rejoice in it, not as an image, but as an expression of purpose. Tell me honestly, can you feel the relief in your spirit as this truth settles? This is the rising mystery resolving, because what once felt intense now feels unnecessary, and what once felt uncertain now feels clear. Fear has no authority here anymore, because I have already gone before you. I interrupt every lingering doubt with divine reassurance. You will not miss what is meant for you by releasing what was misaligned. Have you noticed how peace feels heavier than attachment right now? Don't skip this moment, because hope is blooming into expectation. The connection coming toward you will see you without analysis, love you without comparison, and stand beside you without competition. Listen, my beloved, because destiny is no longer approaching quietly, it is stepping into your awareness. You are entering a season where you will no longer wonder if you are enough, because you will be met with certainty instead of scrutiny. Tell me, do you believe this message found you exactly when you needed it? This is your confirmation, your closure, and your commissioning all at once. I am restoring your confidence so deeply that old patterns will no longer recognize you. Don't skip this final truth, because the miracle is not only who is coming, but who you are becoming. As you choose yourself in alignment with me, everything around you will begin to realign as well. Listen carefully, because the truth I have now revealed completes the cycle, and the life ahead of you will no longer ask you to shrink, and what happens next will shock you. What if your lost inheritance shows up at your doorstep in the coming days? Chosen one, listen carefully and don't you dare look away, because there is something about to unfold in your life and your spirit needs to hear this right now. I feel a divine urgency pressing on my heart to speak directly to you. It's like heaven has been waiting for this very moment to catch your attention. You've been walking with a silent ache inside you, the feeling that something valuable was taken, something you should have had, something that slipped through your fingers either by deception, delay, or destiny. And you've asked yourself in the quiet hours, why did my blessing never reach me? Why did my breakthrough stop right before the finish line? Tell me honestly, have you ever felt like something was owed to you spiritually or materially but never arrived? Have you ever sensed deep down that a blessing had your name written on it but got lost along the way? My child, what if I told you that God never forgot? That the inheritance, opportunity, blessing, relationship, or wealth that you thought was gone forever has been circulating through the atmosphere, making its way back, searching for the rightful owner, you. Don't skip. You must hear this. There's a shift happening around you, invisible but undeniable. Something that was once delayed is being rerouted. Something that people tried to block, steal, or sabotage is being reordered by divine hands. You may have been overlooked, replaced, passed by, or betrayed, but God saw it all. You weren't denied, you were preserved. Sometimes God hides what belongs to you so the wrong hands cannot claim it. You think you lost it, but heaven simply put it on hold until you were spiritually mature enough to handle it. My beloved, what if the thing that broke you had to break you so that when the inheritance returns, you hold it with gratitude instead of pride? You've endured seasons where life felt unfair, where doors closed for no reason, where people who were supposed to help you instead took advantage of you or disappeared when you needed them most. Yet you survived. You kept faith when others would have quit. You kept believing even when proof was nowhere in sight. Do you believe this is meant for you? Do you feel the stirring inside your spirit right now? My child, you weren't left empty, you were positioned. Positioned for recovery. Positioned for restoration. Positioned for return. I see a future moment, maybe days away, maybe weeks, where what you thought was lost will knock at the door of your life suddenly. An unexpected message. A call. A release. A settlement. A key. A person returning to apologize. A contract reactivated. A divine opportunity that fits perfectly into the space of everything you cried for. Don't skip. You must stay with me. Because this isn't coincidence, this is prophecy. Your name is being whispered in rooms you've never walked in. Your file is being pulled from the bottom of the drawer. Your season of being hidden is ending. God says, prepare, for return is near. And yet, there is one more thing, something no one told you about what happens right before inheritance arrives. The biggest truth is still hidden, chosen one, breathe, because what I'm about to reveal might shake you. Don't skip. You must hear this. Right before inheritance comes, there is always turbulence in the spirit. Attacks increase, strange dreams appear, unexpected arguments arise, old wounds resurface out of nowhere. Have you noticed lately that people who once felt comfortable around you now seem distant or threatened? Have you felt like something has been trying to distract you or drain your energy? Tell me honestly, has your spirit been more alert, more sensitive, like something is coming? This is not random. Right before restoration, the enemy tries to convince you that you are forgotten. He tries to make you break right before the breakthrough, because he knows what's coming for you is too big, too heavy, too precious to be delayed anymore. My child, listen carefully. Heaven is preparing a return, and every force that once stood against you is trembling. The inheritance you thought was gone is waking up. Papers are moving. Decisions are shifting. People who ignored you will remember your name like a sudden echo that won't leave their mind. There's a reason you feel pulled to this message, because spiritually, the delivery truck is already on the way. Don't skip. You must hear this. I see you standing in a season where God is clearing old energy, old pain, and old attachments so that you can receive what belongs to you. And yes, you lost things, but what if the loss was a setup? What if the betrayal was the bridge to a better blessing? What if the separation was protection? Do you feel like God removed certain people from your life recently, even if it hurt? Do you believe it was for a reason? My beloved, what's meant for you is circling back, but God won't let you receive it with the same hands that once trembled in fear or gave too much to the wrong souls. You are being purified, elevated, prepared. Sometimes God delays the blessing not to punish you, but to grow you into the person who can hold it without losing yourself. Don't skip. You still need to know this. When inheritance returns, it will require wisdom. You won't just be blessed, you will be responsible. You won't just receive, you will manage. You won't just celebrate, you will influence. And the moment is coming where you will stand face to face with what once felt impossible. It may arrive quietly, disguised as a small opportunity that grows into a miracle. It may show up loudly like a sudden breakthrough that leaves you breathless. Either way, something is approaching your doorstep, and destiny is knocking with intention. But before it arrives, Heaven will test your faith one more time. Everything is about to change. Don't skip, chosen one. You must hear this part with your full spirit present, because this is where most people fail the test and miss what was meant for them. Right before the lost inheritance returns, God often allows a moment of confusion, a situation that makes you question whether the promise was real. It may look like things are getting worse instead of better, like you're losing instead of winning, like doors are shutting instead of opening. Have you felt lately like everything you try is delayed or resisted? Have you wondered why you feel so close to something but still can't touch it? Tell me honestly, do you feel that strange magnetic pull in your soul that something big is moving toward you, even if you can't see it yet? That pull is evidence. Your spirit senses what your eyes can't see. My child, when you feel tired, when you feel overlooked, when you feel like walking away, that's usually the moment heaven whispers, "Hold on, it's almost home." The enemy fights hardest when the promise is near. The storm is violent right before it clears. And God is saying, do not let go this time. Don't skip. You were brought here to be reminded that what's coming is not small. It is life-changing, identity-shifting, destiny-shaping. The inheritance returning to you may be financial, yes, but it could also be emotional healing, lost confidence, forgotten talent, divine favor, relationships ordained by God, opportunities that rewrite your story. My beloved, think back. There was a time you dreamed boldly, loved deeply, believed without hesitation. Something tried to break that fire in you. Something tried to convince you you're unworthy. But God did not allow you to lose everything, only what was never meant to stay. And now He is returning what was yours, but in a better state. Upgraded. Expanded. Multiplied. Do you believe God can restore more than you lost? Can you feel the weight of this message pressing on your chest? My child, the door is about to knock, but you must be spiritually awake to answer. Heaven is aligning the right people, right timing, right pathway. Suddenly, the email. The phone call. The opportunity. The unexpected encounter. Something that makes you say, this must be God. No one else could arrange this. Don't skip. You must stay with me now. Because when inheritance shows up, there will also be a decision, one that determines how big your restoration becomes. What happens next will shock you. Chosen one, listen closely and don't skip, because this is where the story turns and your spirit needs to be fully awake. When your inheritance returns, it won't come as something easy, it will come wrapped in choice. A door will open, but you must decide to walk through it. A blessing will appear, but you must choose to trust it. Sometimes the miracle shows up looking unfamiliar, uncomfortable, even scary, because it stretches you beyond who you used to be. Have you ever been given an opportunity that felt too big, too heavy, almost unbelievable? Have you wondered if you were truly ready for what you prayed for? Tell me honestly, do you ever fear stepping into the life God promised you because it feels greater than anything you've known? My beloved, this is the moment heaven prepares you for. You are not just receiving inheritance, you are ascending into a new identity. The old you would have questioned it, doubted it, self-sabotaged it. But the new you is rising with courage, clarity, and faith. Don't skip. You must hear this. When the blessing knocks on your door, it may come with one more test. Can you forgive what hurt you? Can you release bitterness, insecurity, or fear so your hands are free to hold the promise? God won't let you step into abundance carrying wounds that poison it. He wants your heart healed, your spirit steady, your mind sharpened. You've come too far to let old emotions steal your new season. My child, do you feel God pulling you to let go of something or someone? Do you sense He is clearing space for something greater? Sometimes inheritance is delayed, not because it's lost, but because your soul needed time to align with its magnitude. You are stepping into an atmosphere of restoration, and when heaven restores, it multiplies. What left your life was a seed. What returns will be a harvest. Don't skip. God is moving pieces in the unseen. People are being softened to bless you. Resources are being redirected. Closed paths are bending open like doors responding to a divine command. The very thing you thought was over is only beginning again. You will recognize it when it comes because it will feel like déjà vu, like something familiar finally settling back where it belongs. And just when your heart begins to believe again, something unexpected will happen, something that reveals why everything took so long. The biggest truth is still hidden. Don't skip, chosen one. Take a breath, because this is where revelation becomes personal, and I feel the Spirit pressing strongly. Your lost inheritance is not just returning, it is being multiplied by everything you endured. You didn't go through the fire for nothing. You didn't cry for nothing. The nights you questioned God, the seasons you felt abandoned, the moments you almost gave up, all of it was counted. My child, God never wastes pain, He transforms it into power. And I need to ask you something deeply. Have you felt lately like life has been preparing you for something bigger, even if you can't explain why? Do you sense your spirit becoming stronger, wiser, calmer, as if you're not the same person you were a year ago? Tell me honestly, do you feel like you're standing on the edge of a divine shift? Because you are. Don't skip, this is not a coincidence. You are listening to this because restoration is already in motion. The inheritance that was mishandled, stolen, delayed, or forgotten has your name engraved in heaven's archives. No thief can erase it. No human can cancel it. No setback can disqualify you from what God ordained. It's coming back with interest, like a seed that disappeared underground only to return as a forest. And here is the mystery most people never realize. Sometimes God lets the inheritance leave your life so it can grow elsewhere, and return bigger than before. You thought you lost opportunities, but they were maturing in unseen rooms. You thought people walked away, but they were clearing space for destiny. You thought the blessing faded, but it was maturing for your comeback. Don't skip. You must stay. I see doors opening that were once welded shut. I see people remembering your worth. I see unexpected favor that makes you feel like heaven itself intervened. It will feel surreal, like a dream unfolding while you are awake. One moment you'll be waiting, the next you'll be overwhelmed with evidence that God was working behind the scenes all along. But there is one more twist, one final reveal. When the inheritance arrives, it won't come alone. It will bring something else, a calling, a responsibility, a destiny assignment tied to your blessing. And when you hear this next part, your spirit will tremble. Everything is about to change. Don't skip, chosen one. This final message is the key, the reason heaven pushed you here, and the truth your soul has been waiting to remember. When your inheritance returns, not if, when, it will carry purpose attached to it. It will not just bless you, it will activate you. You will be entrusted with something sacred, an assignment that only you can fulfill. God is not just returning what you lost, He is returning who you are. The confident you. The chosen you. The bold, anointed, unstoppable you. Tell me honestly, do you feel inside that you were meant for more than what you're living right now? Have you felt a voice calling you higher, even when your circumstances look low? Do you believe that God is positioning you for something greater than you imagined? My child, this inheritance is more than money, more than opportunity. It is identity, authority, destiny. You will speak differently, walk differently, choose differently. You will attract doors that once ignored you. You will glow with a magnitude that intimidates darkness. Don't let the enemy convince you you're unworthy. You were chosen before birth. The pain shaped you. The losses refined you. The waiting purified you. And now God is about to reward you openly for what you endured silently. Don't skip. Hear this prophetically. A new chapter is opening. Restoration is coming with speed. Breakthrough will arrive like a knock at your door, sudden, undeniable, heaven-sent. You will hold proof in your hands. And when it comes, remember, it's not the end, it's the beginning. Because with every blessing comes divine purpose. You will be led to places where your testimony unlocks hope in others. You will carry light into rooms once filled with doubt. You will pour from overflow, not emptiness. You are being prepared not just to receive, but to reign. And soon, sooner than you think, that inheritance will touch your life in a way that leaves you speechless, grateful, changed forever. Stay watchful. Stay expectant. Stay faithful. Because what's coming has eyes, direction, and your name written in heaven's ink. The door will knock. The blessing will return. The lost will be restored. And when it happens, mark this moment, because you will remember that you heard it here first. The biggest truth is no longer hidden. It's that your inheritance is already on its way.